Deion Sanders announces love letter for mother Connie with endearing four-word message amid Antonio Brown's hate for family. Coach Prime has always been more than a coach. A sharp business mastermind and a loving family man outside the field are what made him stand out the most. But can you imagine if he channels both at a time, and that too through a pair of shoes? That's all the Nike Air DT Max 96 love letter to Connie talks about. A sweet tribute to a mom from his son. A celebration of a timeless legacy of the mother-son bond in eye-popping color. After all, moms deserve the ideal shoes to run through all the struggles and sacrifices of life to raise their kids. Connie Sanders, in her 80s, might not be able to run on the field, but the sneakers will remind her of the relentless race of her motherhood. My mama never cared about a Louis or Gucci, Sanders said. Only thing she wears, only thing she got, meat coast, and everything. My mama ain't even into that. My mama never asked me for a first-class flight. But Deion Sanders, as a son, decided to pour every inch of his love and respect for the lady in whatever form and shape. Nike has just been the ideal crusader of his thoughts. Releasing the first look of a cherry red pair of the new Nike Air DT Max 96, Sanders wrote, "My mama has shoes. When style, thought, and love come together, this is what you get." The shoe retains its original construction, featuring a base made of vibrant university red leather for a sleek appearance. Deeper red overlays complement the design perfectly. Be sure to save your money for May 9th, 2025, when it will be available in online stores and retail locations. Connie remains a cornerstone in Deion's life, who used to drive 6 hours to watch him play on the weekends. The day when Sanders first pinned a deal with the Atlanta Falcons in 1989, he decided to give his mom a retirement for life, and the rest is a beguiling history. A lifelong dream of a 7-year-old child manifested through sheer hard work and dedication. He, as a father, tries to be the same central figure in his kids' lives, helping them navigate through the challenges on and off the field. But guess what? He kept taking taunts on his familial love. Deion Sanders bears constant jibes about his sons. Antonio Brown, the former Super Bowl-winning wide receiver, didn't hold back, attacking the Sanders lineage again and again. He referred to old footage of Colorado Buffalo's DB Shiloh Sanders being exposed in workout clips. He shared multiple clips of Shiloh failing to guard him and threw shade for the same. "Deion using me to help his sorry, expletive sons," Brown wrote over one of those clips. Shiloh's limited performance has been no secret of the highlight of the past year. The Colorado safety has dealt with a flurry of penalties and a few injuries that kept him away from achieving the heights his last name called for. But it's not just Shiloh being at Brown's gunpoint. The former athlete also took digs at Deion's younger son, Shiloh, who was once projected to be a sure-shot first-round draft pick, but ultimately surrendered to fate, getting drafted to the Cleveland Browns in the 5th round. But this time, Deion didn't sweat it out. He chose to be the bigger person and walked away from the trash with a smile. "Love you, man, and I appreciate you, my brother. I will never publicly or privately speak negatively on you, man," regardless of what's said, Coach Prime wrote, addressing the shots of Brown. "You know I know you, and I'm holding on and praying for the AB I know. Even when I played corner, I ain't need no help. Lol. Love you too, life." Prime Connie raised a gentleman, you see. NFL legend's strong message for Shiloh Sanders after Antonio Brown blasted Sanders' family. Whether it's tumbling down the draft, throwing an extra bougie got drafted party, or allegedly dating Shinsia, Shiloh Sanders is the moment. Everyone's talking about him. What started with 2 words, brash and arrogant, from an anonymous coach blew up into the biggest storyline of this year's draft. And of course, being Deion Sanders' son only added to the spotlight. Because honestly, when was the last time you saw the league lose its mind over a 5th-round QB before they even stepped on the gridiron? Everyone has an opinion on the Cleveland Browns' newly drafted QB. From questioning why he didn't go earlier in the draft to offering advice on how he should handle his position. Shiloh is getting input from all corners of the league. The latest to share their thoughts is former QB and 9-time Pro Bowler Warren Moon. In a conversation with Kay Adams on the Up and Adams show, Moon gave some pointed advice for Shiloh. "You can't act like a cornerback when you're playing quarterback. Quarterback is a humble position. You've got to be respectful, Legendary hashtag Titans QB Warren Moon gave some advice to hashtag Browns rookie QB Shadur Sanders. You can't act like a cornerback when you're playing quarterback. Quarterback is a humble position. You've got to be respectful. That's what he has to understand. Live from his visit to Churchill Downs, attending his 23rd Kentucky Derby, Moon had some golden guidance for the young QB. And Shadur might want to consider that advice. Talking about the responsibility that comes with being an NFL quarterback, the Pro Football Hall of Fame QB said, "You've got to be a leader. You're the face of the franchise. There's so much more responsibility that comes along with it." And that's what he has to understand. Despite all the negativity following the Colorado alum, Warren feels that the QB should focus on what's ahead. You, Shadur, understand the things that you might have done wrong or done right throughout the pre-draft process. But now you're drafted. The 68-year-old feels that the real work begins post-draft, and Shadur has a chance to claim his spot, as the QB position in the Cleveland Browns is not fully secured. You've got a chance to go in there and make a name for yourself. It's how you go about doing it. There's nobody there that's solidified in that job at quarterback right now. So, while Warren Moon offered his constructive guidance, not everyone in the NFL circle is taking the high road, especially Antonio Brown, who is in the mood to ignite a feud with the Sanders family. Antonio Brown at it again. The Sanders family must have been so relieved after finally hearing Shadur's name on the third day of the draft. The first days were horrible for them, especially when Shadur was projected to be a first-rounder. And if the league passing on the Colorado QB wasn't enough, the 32 franchises also ghosted Deion's oldest son, Shiloh Sanders. While Shadur Sanders made it to the Browns at last, Shiloh went undrafted, signing with the Bucs later. And before the 25-year-old could get over that hurt, Antonio Brown just decided to take shots at the rookie safety net on Friday. Brown decided to start a clash with the Sanders family by dropping Shiloh's old workout videos. The video features Deion's oldest son struggling to keep up with AB during the workout. And it wasn't just a single clip. Brown showed multiple clips of Shiloh failing to defend against him. "Deion using me to help his sorry, expletive sons," AB captioned one of the posts. Coach Prime responded to Antonio's posts in a classy way. "Love you, man, and I appreciate you, my brother. I will never publicly or privately speak negatively on you, man, regardless of what's said. You know I know you, and I'm holding on and praying for the AB I know. Even when I played corner, I ain't need no help. Lol. Love you too, life. Prime," he wrote. Then, calling out Coach Prime for playing the agent to his sons, AB wrote on X, "Deion's stupid trying to be agent, coach, commentator, preacher. Ain't buying that swell. Nothing surprising about AB's shenanigans here. The former WR never misses a chance to mess with anyone in the league. From Tom Brady to now Deion Sanders. It's like Browns testing everyone's patience. But no matter how much dislike the former Steelers wideout has shown, the way Deion handled it was commendable. What are your thoughts on it?